What's up? What's up? What's up, tribe? We are back again. Baby, we got a triple header going on for y'all right now. Okay, this is my third time. Y'all know I love y'all. I had to do boom, boom, and boom. So let's get into it. This is Heart and Hustle. This is season 2, episode 1. Now, I like Heart and Hustle Houston. I do like the show, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched this first episode, and baby, I am confusion. I should have put that in my title. I am confusion. And I'm going to tell you why I'm confusion. Y'all are going to have to do a better job of explaining to me how we got to where we are with these ladies being so disjointed. From what they said was at the end of the season, everybody was cool. And then once the cameras went down, stuff started, right? Now, they didn't really get into no details. They just said stuff started. It was bad energy. People were moving funny. To the point where Latoria, look, I gotta remember all the L's, child. Latoria had a therapy session so they could work it all out. Right, we should have been in that counselor's meeting because it sounded like, and maybe that was the agreement that they wouldn't do it on camera so they could try to like clear it up. But from what I understand, to hear Chloe tell the story and Latoria tell the story, they're mad at Lorena, but almost everything that they said they mad at Lorena about was stuff that happened on camera during the season. Like, it wasn't like they mad about something that they found out later. Literally, they were right there. They said that Lorena made a comment about she didn't think that the ladies were on her level. She literally said that to y'all, and y'all had a conversation about it at dinner where she explained herself. Now, maybe y'all didn't like her explanation. Maybe y'all didn't agree with Labrina, right? What I call her, Lorena? Child Labrina. You know who I'm talking about, Brandon. But I feel like she said that in front of y'all's face. And y'all talked about it. And I thought y'all cleared it up. And then you said that Labrina made a comment about Chloe being a booster and stealing, and that's what I heard about you. That's was the rumor. But again, she literally said it in front of you. She literally said it in y'all's face. It's not like it's something y'all saw after the fact. It's not like it's something that she said in her confessional that y'all didn't know about. So that is why I was confusion, because the examples that they gave were all things that happened on camera. So it says that the two of them, that they were feeling some kind of way, so they had this therapy session. The therapy session didn't go well, and at the end of the therapy session, they said Labrina got up and said "F all of y'all" and walked out the room. You forgot what Labrina's explanation was. She said that she wasn't saying they not on her level as far as like money and prestige. She said as far as her energy. Now, I think the explanation was bullshit. Let's be clear. I think she meant exactly what we thought she meant when she said, I didn't think y'all were on my level. I think she meant exactly what we thought she meant. But my point is, she said it in y'all face and y'all talked about it on camera. So I don't understand how we got here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all. Thirsty. Y'all gotta go get my nails painted. I'm gonna go get my nails done, my mani-pedi yesterday, and baby, that lady was so damn slow. I had somewhere to go. That lady was so daggone slow. When she got done putting my nails on, I said, that's okay. I said, I had to come back for y'all to paint my nails. Look at my nails. I said, I had to come back. Y'all taking too long. I had somewhere to go. And that lady was getting on my nerves. I didn't like the lady who was doing my nails yesterday. I didn't like her. I'm gonna have to go back to my lady. She back from maternity leave. I gotta make an appointment. But I was like, ugh. So I gotta go tomorrow to get my nails painted. But anyway, child, it's the same chair. I ain't get a new chair yet. I'm gonna get a new chair over the summer, sometime over the summer. I ain't getting a chair yet. So stupid camera. So damn, that's worse. I thought I was hold on, y'all. This camera getting on my nerves. It said just lean forward and let it focus. No, that's chlorophyll. That's chlorophyll I put in my water. Chlorophyll. Child, this camera getting on my nerves. I'm gonna just turn it off for right now. Give it a minute to get itself together. So we opened up the episode. We have Latoya having an event. Silver dress, red lips. She said it was inspired by Beyonce. She said that she is still in the PR business. She wanted to take a step back, but she said that her you finally getting a pedicure in June. Well, good for you, Chuck. Good for you. But they said that, I mean, she said that her clients wouldn't let her take a step back, child. She said her clients wouldn't let her take a step back and that she is still in the game. Okay. Chloe shows up. Chloe looks cute. She said that the kids are good. Her son has a job. He's doing better. And she said she is still with that man, that 28-year-old man. But then she said, well, kinda. She said, well, kinda. Did that. Child, this thing still ain't clearing up. Child, this camera is getting on my nerves. There we go. Okay. So then Rose shows up. Now I'm gonna be honest, Rose, you look good, girl. I like the hair. I like that shortcut. I like that blonde. But she said she had a little nip tuck. I don't think you looked bad before. I mean, I can't tell nobody else how to look, but Rose looked good. Rose looked because I thought y'all know I thought Rose looked good last year. But Rose looked good, honey. She had her little silver dress and her little blonde finger waves, honey. She looked good, okay? So we found out that Latoya did invite everybody, but that's when they kind of get into how the group is fractured. And oh yeah, Ro look good. Ro, baby, Ro, hey girl, you gave me what I needed, Miss Ro. You gave me what I needed, girl. Um, but that's when we found out how fractured the group was. And Minerva, y'all know I never said her name right last year. We call her Mimi. We're gonna call her Mimi again. Mimi is with Lorena, and she ain't coming. Okay. And then there's the rest of the ladies. Now, Alana is not there. Alana is off somewhere living her best life. She's booked and busy. And what we know, and I found it, Latoya, you are a real friend. Latoya, you are a real friend because you knew what was going on with Alana and you didn't say nothing. You said, well, she's off, she's off, finding herself. She's not with us tonight. But girl, later on in this episode, when Lorena tells everybody, when Alana tells everybody what's going on, girl, you already knew. But anyway, we'll get there. So the ladies basically talk about what happened, who's talked to who. None of them have talked to Mimi or Lorena since the therapy session. And then Chloe lets us know that that man cheated on her. I said Mimi, Yvette. The other one, I can't never say her name right. Mimi. What's her name? Mimi. Call her Mimi now. We find out that Manera, Mimi. So we find out that the boy done cheated on her. Now I'm a little confusion on the timeline. Did he cheat? She said people was in her DMs and was sliding in her DMs, and she found out that man was cheating on her, and that right now they're not even really speaking. Listen, Chloe, baby, let that man go. That man is 28 years old. He has a lot of life to live. You have been there, done that. You've been married. You've got 3 children. And I'm not saying that you can't date younger men. What I am saying is you're dating that younger man, you're going to get a 28-year-old. You know what? Thank you, Taurus, for bringing that up. and you put it in the group chat and told his whole family. I'm like, that was very immature. Why would you tell his family that that man cheated on you like that? I just think that's very immature. I didn't find that to be funny or amusing, you know. Well, Lady Kenya, you didn't have to tell us that. You didn't have to spoil it for us. But I didn't know that. Okay. So I just felt like I just didn't think that was a way to handle it. The man cheated on you, but that's y'all's business. That's between the two of y'all. Why are you bringing his family into y'all's business? You know? But moving right along, then we see Labrina and Mimi meet up, and we kind of hear their side of the story. And what Labrina was saying was, look, I went to that therapy session with good intentions, but they started getting on my nerves so bad. I was like, F them, and I meant it. They kept bringing up stuff that we had already talked about. They was trying to rehash stuff that we had already cleared up. And I just don't understand why we're here. Like, how did we get here? I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm on Labrina's side of this until they give me something different or something new. But after hearing both sides of the story, it does sound like during the show, y'all let it go. And then you ever get into an argument with somebody and you say something and then you go home and you think about all the things you should have said and all the things you should have been mad about. I feel like that's what they did. I feel like they filmed the season, they had the conversations, but then when you saw it played back and you saw how maybe the conversations were edited, now you mad again. And see, they didn't have a reunion, so I guess they didn't have an opportunity to yell at each other at the reunion and get it over with. So now you sat at home and you got mad, but you're mad at Labrina for something y'all already talked about. I think is crazy. And I don't think that's fair. Because if y'all already cleared the air, y'all already cleared the air. I just don't like that. Now Mimi got issues. She was saying that, she had an issue with, I think her and Alana still kind of had some issues. Yeah, Candy always says you live it 3 times. When you do it, when you film the scenes, when you see the episodes play back, and then at the reunion. And I think that's the good thing about a reunion is that you have an opportunity to address it after you've seen the confessionals. Because see, that's the other thing too. You know what you filmed, but you don't necessarily know what people said in their confessional and what people said about you. You know what you said. You know what I'm saying? Labrina also told us that her and her husband have expanded the spa. They've bought some more land. They're creating a horse sanctuary. We found out that her oldest son moved back home. Remember, he was going back and forth between her and his father. Well, we found out, baby, he done came back home. He realized, all that's good and well, but it's time to be serious about some stuff. And so he moved back home. So she seems like she's doing well. Mimi, she's still doing her content creating. She said things are really going well with that. And her husband are just still trying to make time for each other, and do that, do their thing. Latoria, Chloe, Ro, and Alana meet up, or Elena. Is it Alana or Elena? Meet up. And she looks good. She got her hair long. She definitely is looking good these days, and she's there to tell the ladies what she has going on. Here's my issue with Alana. Why everything with you have to be? Why do we have to drag everything out? Why is everything a riddle with you? When them women ask you point blank, are you getting a divorce? Why you couldn't just say yes? Why you couldn't just say, well, we are in the process of getting a divorce, but we're trying to focus on co-parenting right now. But yes, I have filed the paperwork. No, I haven't filed the paperwork. Why is everything with you a fucking riddle? It is exhausting trying to have a conversation with her. And she was like that all last season. Like, why you can't just say yes, no, maybe? Why is it well, we are working through some things, I'm just really focused on finding myself. I'm just focused on my peace. I'm just focused on, girl, are y'all together or not? Are you getting a divorce or not? Is that man in the house or not? Like, what the hell is going on here? We went through all of that for you to just, and at the end of it, I'm gonna be honest, I still wasn't sure. So what the fuck? Because then you went through all that, and then you said, well, I really do want to save my Black family. I really do want to preserve my Black family. I really think it's important for my Black family. Girl, so are you or are you not divorcing this man? Well, we went to therapy and it didn't work. We did this, it didn't work. He's out of the home. Then you said, well, we're just trying to focus on co-parenting. But then you said he's not doing anything, that he really hasn't seen the kids. Girl, what the F is going on? It's like pulling teeth. I was exhausted after your scene. I understand your husband gets lost in your words. It is exhausting trying to have a conversation. Girl, just tell us, is you or isn't you? And I know that's bad grammar, but damn. But from what I'm able to gather from all of her love and light and finding myself, that he not in the house, she got the kids, they filed paperwork and they trying to co-parent. But if that man call and say the right thing, she'll let him come back home. Now that's what she said to the people. Because she said she's trying to save her Black family. Now, to be fair, Chloe, you was being nosy as hell. You was really asking that lady a lot of personal questions. But I'm being honest, she was asking the questions we wanted to know the answers to. And it was just taking her too long to get there. Right. Is you or is you ain't? Like, damn. I don't trust people that can't talk in a straight line. I just don't trust. That's why I be talking about with Marceau. Marceau be talking all over here and shit. I don't trust people that can't talk in a straight line. Don't make me think that hard. Just is you or isn't you? Anyway. Right. Chloe was like, girl, and don't be, she said, so tell us what's going on and don't be boring. I said, what? Don't be boring. But then I had to agree with her, child. I had to agree with her. And Rose said, look, I've been trying to co-parent for 13 years and I'm still struggling. So, I mean, how's it working for you? And she said that they having their struggles too, but they trying to make it work. Okay. They're trying to make it work. The next scene is a crazy scene too. We have Latoya and Jason. Now, Latoya said that Jason called her at 6:00 in the morning and told her he needed to talk to her. There are a lot of things wrong with this conversation. First of all, why does that man feel comfortable enough calling you at 6:00 in the morning? First of all, let me rewind. First of all, why does that man have your phone number? Why does Chloe's boyfriend have your phone number? And why does he feel comfortable enough to call you at 6:00 in the morning? For anything. Listen, if you calling me at 6:00 in the morning, it better be to tell me that Chloe's in the hospital and you need me to come down there. And she said it's so normal, like 6:00 in the morning. I'm sorry, what? Don't nobody in my family better call me at 6:00 in the morning. Unless it is like I said, a real emergency. Don't call me at 6. And then it better be an emergency you need me to do something about. Don't call me to tell me about something that I can't do nothing about, because that can wait. I already told my family, don't call me to tell me somebody gave birth or somebody died, because I can't do nothing about that at 6:00 in the morning. It can wait. If the baby was born, you could tell me at 9. If somebody passed away, you could tell me at 9. I don't need to know at 6:00 in the morning about nothing. Now, this man done told Latoya that he ready to get married. And he want to propose to Chloe. Baby, Chloe told us y'all wasn't even speaking. Chloe told us y'all weren't even speaking. How y'all go from not speaking to I want to propose? So are you proposing to get in good because you think that's what she wants? Or are you really ready to get married? Like, you really ready for that to happen? So Latoya asked him all the right questions, but this man talking about, yeah, I got to get my finances straight. I mean, what finances you need to get straight? I didn't understand that whole conversation. I don't know why that man had your phone number. I don't know why he felt comfortable enough to call you. Like, that's just not. Mm-mm. Nope. But okay, girl. Now let me say this. This next scene, I have a lot of problems with this scene, but at the same time, it was a good scene. Let me explain what I mean. We have Labrina and her husband meeting up with Josh, who is Alana, her estranged husband. Here's my issue with this. Labrina should not have been a part of that conversation. We know that on these reality shows, they get the husbands to film so they can kind of talk about what's going on and we can get the husband side of things. I didn't really necessarily have a problem with Josh coming to the house and talking to Labrina's husband. Let them go into the man cave. Let them go out back and smoke some cigars. Let them do something where it's just the two of them. Labrina should not have been a part of that conversation. I don't. That is not right. It's not going to play out well because if that's me, oh, now me and you got beef. Because why the fuck are you talking to him? If me and you supposed to be friends, why are you inviting him over to your house and allowing him to talk about me to you? Now, the husband, I would have been okay with that being just her husband, just the two men. Like I said, let them go out back, let them smoke their cigars, let them have the conversation. But her being a part of that conversation, I got a problem with. And then she started adding her commentary. Absolutely not. Nope. That was a bad look, Labrina. That was a bad look. Now, Alana got a reason to have beef with you because I got beef with you. If that were me and you got beef. Now, Alana, in my opinion, got reason to have beef with you. In my opinion. Now, the reason why I say it was a good scene is because Josh did a good job of giving us his side of the story. That doesn't mean we have to agree with his side of the story. Doesn't mean we have to like his side of the story. But he did a good job, in my opinion, of giving us his side of the story. He said, yes, I took the money. It was COVID. The salon was closed. Money was funny. I tried to flip it. It didn't work. The more I tried to fix it, the deeper in the hole I got. No, I didn't ask her permission to use the money. No, I didn't tell her I fucked the money up because now I'm embarrassed. Now I'm trying to fix it and now I'm embarrassed. All of that makes sense. All of that makes sense. I'm not saying he was right, but I'm saying it makes sense. He said, look, yes, she's the face of the company, but outside of actually putting makeup on somebody's face, baby, I did everything. I did everything with this salon. I worked my ass off. So I earned my money. I earned my keep. It wasn't her taking care of me. It wasn't her doing everything. And I was just along for the ride. Like, I worked. I was like, okay, that was fair. He said that she put him out the house, that he wasn't ready to leave, that he wanted to try to work things out, but that she put him out the house. Okay. She put you out the house. I mean, all right. Now, his side of the story is he wants to try to work things out. He said on our anniversary, I called her. I wanted to maybe spend some time with her. She took the kids to the movies. So he, in his mind, he's like, she's done. She's not really trying to work on this. She don't want to work this marriage out. She doesn't want us to be, she doesn't want the marriage to, she don't want us to get back together. She's good. She's done. But we got Elena over here saying she's trying to save her Black family. So somewhere in the middle, the communication is not there. He said the reason why he was sort of disconnected from the therapy is because he felt like the therapy session was all about what he did wrong. And a lot of times when people are in therapy, that's how they feel, because if I'm expressing how I feel about something, I can see why you're feeling attacked. But that's the part we got to work through. See, that's the beginning of therapy. You got to stick with it so we can get to the other side. You're going to feel attacked because I'm going to tell you all the things that I had a problem with and why I feel the way I feel and why I'm hurt. So yes, you're going to feel attacked on the front end, but we got to get to the other side of that. And again, I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying this is his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Josh is right. I'm just saying we're on the other side of the story. You know what I'm saying? And then he did something that I did not necessarily appreciate him doing, but I know why he did it. He then let us know that Alana has cheated as well, that he's not the only person that has not been faithful in their marriage. I didn't like him doing that. I understood why he did it, because I guess he was like, she gonna put out there that I cheated. Hell, you cheated too. But I didn't like him doing that. I didn't like him doing that. And Universal Soul God is every therapist isn't for everybody. They could have found another therapist. I agree. Everybody's not for everybody. Yeah. Brandon said, my thing is it doesn't have to end badly. They got married too young and didn't get to live and grow up as individuals before becoming a couple. I think that's what you were going to say. Lala said, I think Josh is full of crap. Taurus Moon said, he said that to deflect. I don't believe it. Universal Soul Goddess said, I had a male identified marriage counselor and my ex-husband, that lady attacked me so bad I threw up in the session. Yeah, every therapist isn't for everybody now. I think therapy is good, but you have to find the right therapist for you. That's my opinion. And that was pretty much the episode, you guys. Do I think it was the first? I think it was the first. I really do. I think it was a great first episode. I'm just not clear on how we got here, because again, it sounds like now the only new information was Latoya said she found out that Labrina called one of her friends Precious, and the friend heard it and she was upset about that. That's fair. That's fair. Because we know that Precious is, listen, there's no word where Precious is, you calling somebody Precious, we know what you're saying about that person, right? So that I could understand that being, her being upset about that. But that's really the only thing. All the rest of that stuff is stuff that already happened that y'all know about, that y'all talked about. And I have a problem with us regurgitating something we've already addressed. You know? He sounded like Martell. Ooh, Renee. Ooh, I think that's a good comparison. Yeah, it was a really good episode. Now I think myself, T, and JoJo we're gonna do the panel again this season. I think we're gonna do it on Wednesday night, probably on JoJo's channel. So stay posted for that, where you guys will do the panel. I think T is doing his review in about 10 minutes. Matter of fact, let me set up the redirect. Let me see if I can redirect y'all over there. Look at me. I knocked out all 3 of them episodes. Let me see if I can set up the redirect. If you are interested in coming to Abby's birthday party, or if you're interested in books and bourbon, let me know. I can get you guys the link. So you guys can let me know y'all are coming, honey. Let me see. Will it let me do the redirect to T's channel? It might not let me do the redirect. Let me see. Because I think he's going live at 3:15. Giving him something he can feel. To let him know. Oh, nope. I did not mean to do that. Nope, didn't mean to do that. For those that don't know what Books and Bourbon is, if you're new, it is in Louisville, Kentucky. It is a book festival that is curated by my friend who is also an author and a therapist. The person that I'm going to have my event with on July the 18th. She is actually curating that event. As a Black woman in Louisville, she found that there was a book desert in the Black part of Louisville. And so she has created this book. She has created the Louisville Book Festival to celebrate all types of all genres of writing and so forth, to give kids, adults an opportunity, to live in that. And she does a lot of kids activities. She does panels all day long. Last year, she had the guy there that's rebooting Reading Rainbow. This year, she's going to have literary agents. She just made that announcement. There are going to be literary agents at this. So if you're interested in writing, if you have a book that you've written, oh shoot, wait a minute. This might be a good opportunity for you. It's called Books and Bourbon because we are also going to hit a couple distilleries while we're there. And I think I want to go to the Louisville Slugger place. I want to go there. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get that in there. All right, it's not letting me redirect it to T. I might be writing his name wrong. It's real sensitive on how you write it. I gotta write it right. But if you're interested in coming, we have a book link. We have a hotel link, and the hotel is nice. It's right there on Whiskey Road, so we didn't have to do a lot of driving. I'm gonna just put the link. Can we just put T's link in the chat because it's not letting me do the redirect? I think I know why. But I have to fix that later. Yeah, I haven't been since I was a kid. I went when we were a kid. I'm going to get on the African American Museum West. Yeah, do that too. Absolutely. You love picking with T. Yeah, I'm gonna just put T's link in the chat. Let me just put his link in the chat, so you guys can check it out because he's going live in a few minutes. I think I know why I can't do the redirect, but I don't know if he has his set up, and I don't know if I gotta check it out. I'll have it ready next time. And then, of course, Abby's birthday. Y'all know Abby Reviews. We're having a birthday party for Abby. So if you guys want to join us, it is in November. And we have limited spaces. Here it is right here, giving you the real tea. We have limited spaces. So if you are interested, let a sister know. I like T's thumbnail. I like his thumbnail. Oh, he did the cartoon. I like his thumbnail. Oh. Okay, that's the link for the video, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, wait a minute. Halfpin said, I know Lamont. He's the founder of Roots 101. Let me know if you want to connect. Well, we do, Halfpin. And I'm gonna check out the Louisville Slugger and find out their hours and all that good stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, if we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. But I would love now, if it's a choice between doing some Black stuff or going to the Louisville Slugger, I want to do the Black stuff. Y'all know what I'm saying. But I would love to go to the Louisville Slugger. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and get the first flight out. So maybe I'll go to the Louisville Slugger like in the morning for the people who are getting there early. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I got to make some phone calls. But I will see you guys. And I feel like I just ate, but I'm hungry. But I will see you guys later on for the Real Housewives of Atlanta at 9:15-ish. I'll reach out to him. I've worked with him when I organize some Juneteenth events at the okay. Please do. And just listen, hit me up, keep me posted. Right now I don't have a head count, but I could probably have a decent head count. I could probably have a decent head count by the end of July. Right now, I have 7 people who have filled out the link. But last year we had about 12. So we're going to probably be around that again. Yeah, the Ali Museum too. You know what? Let's check out the Ali. Let me look at the Ali place first. Let me look at the Ali place first. And what I might do is get a later flight out on Sunday. If any of that stuff is open if the Louisville Slugger Museum is open on Sunday, maybe I'll get a later flight out on Sunday so I can maybe go there before I leave. Like go there Sunday morning and then get like maybe if I have like a 3 or 4 o'clock flight. Cause like I usually get like an earlier flight, like a 10 o'clock flight so I can be home. But maybe I'll get a later flight so I can like go to the museum and then head to the airport. I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. Well, we had time to figure it out, y'all. We got time. But thank you. We definitely have options in Louisville. Definitely have options. All right, y'all. With that being said, let me get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Head on over to Tees.